I'm Alex Thomas, and this is B.A.R.S at Nexus Sound Studio. We're here today with Kash Supreme.
What's going on?
How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm all good. Pleasure to be here.
Introduce yourself.
Kash Supreme. Those that don't know me, for those that do, you know who it is. Kash Supreme, the biggest. Yes, sir.
All right, so tell us where the name come from, who gave it to you?
Well, my name originally is, I ain't gonna tell my whole name, but it start with a Kash, the first beginning, but if you follow any New York history or whatever, it's the Supreme team, you know, Supreme, McGriff, and all them cats out there. So I watched him. It goes into a little bit of a 50 Cent story. Like I said, I follow the music, so I liked it. I watched a couple documentaries on him, and I liked how he moved and the things he did. So I just implied my first name with his, because his name was Supreme McGriff. So Kash Supreme. That's where you got it at.
I ain't gonna give away your first name, but but your name is hard though. For real, you got a sweet name. Like, that's cool. That's a good background.
Yeah, that's exactly where I got that from.
That's what's up. So, what's your motivation behind the music? Like, why you do this? What drives you to keep doing the music?
Okay, this is pretty much a long question. I mean, not a long question, but just a pretty long answer. I always liked music. I always liked music since a kid. I knew I always liked music. I loved it. I knew I was gonna be into some type of music. Me and my dude, he even at 12, 13, we used to make music, but it just used to be on the computer with the little microphone. It wasn't serious. But to answer your true question, how I got to taking it real serious, one of my close friends had passed. So I thought instead of, how can I thought a little bit more into it and said, how can I get his name remembered? For people to remember his name still. And I was kind of all right at it. So I started, after he passed, I would say I started taking it a little bit more serious, and I just started pushing it out here like that. And my mother loved it. Once I started pumping it out there, like my mother loved it. It was something that suited me. It was something that was nice. I had everything for it. I had the look. I had everything that I needed.
Yeah.
So it just
definitely got the flow. Definitely got the bars.
It was a suit.
So, did anybody else in your family do music? Like,
no.
No.
Music wasn't.
Yeah.
Music
Similar
wasn't
for me, for real. Like, yeah. I started off in the closet in my mom's bedroom or my mom's house in my bedroom, like. With the mic hanging from the ceiling.
Like the real drum mic.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, the original.
Yeah,
for real.
That's how it was.
Yeah, that's what's up. So this first part of the show, you get to pick a bar.
Okay.
You get to choose your destiny here. They got questions on the bottom. You get to choose what's it gonna be.
Now
you pick a bar and read the question.
All right. It shouldn't be too hard. Let me see. I love to go bars. Let me see. What's the dumbest thing you've done in the name of love? The dumbest thing I've done in the name of love is went to jail. That's the dumbest thing
I've done. That's a big one. That's real commitment right there.
That's the thing I've done in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? And that was back in my. You want me to answer that?
Yeah,
that was back in my. Okay.
Elaborate if you.
That
if
was
you
back
can,
in my. Oh, I could elaborate because that was back in my.
Tell the story.
That was back in my. What did you call them? My teen years. See, you got me. He got me drinking a little bit. For y'all don't know me, I don't drink a lot. That was back in my teen years. A female of. I'm not even gonna. Well. It's not just any female. It's my son's mother. You know what I'm saying? It was an issue. It was an issue with her, and this was back probably when I was probably about 16, 17. But this was before she was who she was. You know what I'm saying? So it was just over. So it was something stupid. It was a girl fight, you know. I guess a dude came out, you know, trying to say, everybody get out of here, you know. And so he pushed her, do something to her. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I get a call from her screaming and, you know, saying whatever she's saying. And I go, who? You know, I'm not gonna say who it is, you know, but yeah, I say, right. I'm feeling in my heart as if he know who I deal with. They know who I deal with. They shouldn't be. She off limits to be touched. You know what I'm saying? So
of course,
I got in the car. I go over there. I ain't even gonna say all the rest. I do something stupid as in shooting into a habitat, something dumb like that. I can talk about it now. It's all public record. You know what I'm saying? I went to DYS for it, but that was the dumbest thing I did in the name of love, 'cause I could have killed somebody. It was people in there, plenty of people in there.
And just to clarify,
it was stupid.
This was before you had a baby with her.
Yeah, this was before.
So this is really in the name of love.
That's what I said. This was in the name of love and a little bit of respect. Yeah, it was love and a little bit of respect. We can't leave that out there.
Went to jail. And
yeah. Not only jail, I went to DYS. It wasn't just juvenile. They sent me to DYS for that. I did 18 months for that one. And I ain't even the rest. If I said the rest of it, it'll be so crazy. It'll blow the cameras off. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna do the rest.
All right, we won't press you on that. If you want to elaborate, you can. But I mean,
you want me to elaborate on the rest?
If you want.
The rest is the elaboration on the rest.
It sounds like a good story. So
that's what I said. The elaboration on the rest is, and what her cast is be crazy, and this is the disloyal part in it, is when I got out. Well, after I had the baby by her, she ended up having a child by not the guy that pushed her, but the guy that pushed his brother. So
crazy.
So there you go, right there.
Some things you can't make up.
Hey, some shit just too real. But I had a lot of stories. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's life.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was a good bar right there. I liked that bar.
Yeah. So now, we're gonna get into it. The last music video, the song we recorded, there was a line about the OEA.
Oh, yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? Tell us what the bar is and how you feel about it.
Okay. What I say? Fuck the OEA, what the fuck is that? Just some bullshit to make some little scraps.
Yeah.
That's just what I mean. Basically meaning, I was in the OEAs. I'm gonna take this back. The first time I got things for it was about I think 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. This one I thought it was serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's real. Music is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. I take it serious. I'm real adamant about my music. So that's just I'm thinking it's real. You know what I'm saying? I do more than I go out, I get fly, I go to the foreign store, I buy about $15,000 to $2,000 worth of clothes to wear to this. I get my mother going. They say you could bet. I mean, I bet. You got me thinking about FanDuel. They said you could.
You think about his bets he made earlier.
You could think over and over again. You can continue to vote. So now everybody that knows me knows I have a big family. You know, I have 7 sisters, 3 brothers. My mother herself was alive so she's ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? She's like, whoa, we thinking it's real. You know what I'm saying? So she done everybody done put in about 1,000 votes they sell, so you do the math on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I probably have, so it comes to the day of, you know what I'm saying? And the people that I used to be surrounding myself with, they were a part of it. So they were a little bit a part of it. So they were expected to get theirs, but when it came to everybody else, it was like, it's a Cleveland thing. That's what I want to say. It's a Cleveland thing. But what I want to get to is when I asked it them, what makes me know that it's rigged in any vote or in anything that you having something to vote on, you should be able to tell me how many votes that I have, right?
Yeah.
How do we know a winner and a loser?
Right.
So I asked that question, and I couldn't get the answer for it. So suddenly, someone told me, oh, well, you know they're just fake. It's just a showcase.
Yeah.
You pay to get in, and it's just they get plaques, showcase. And what I was saying on the bar is, for every artist who didn't understand what I was saying, I'm not talking about the artist.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people responsible for doing it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, that's what I'm saying.
You were nominated though this year,
And
right?
I was nominated,
You were nominated.
and listen.
He said, no, fuck
I
that.
was
Fuck
nominated.
y'all.
This how you know it. Let's take another step further. I were nominated this year.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be nominated because I went live about it about 4 years ago and made a big spectacle about it. Because when I found out, I didn't know, couldn't nobody tell me how much votes I had. So why would I want to go again when I just said it's fake and anything else?
Yes.
And then they end up taking me off. What ballot you know somebody, you put them on, then you just take it off if it's real. You just take their name off.
Was that after the diss or?
That was after the diss.
That might be why.
No, but I get this. It just don't make sense, man. It just don't make sense. But I didn't tell them. You might be right, but I didn't tell them. I didn't want to do it no way because I feel like this, and this is a strong point I'm gonna make. I feel like I would rather take. Let me put this in the right words. I would rather take something that I really truly earned than to take something that's not really mine in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if that was a real vote and they did that and they could tally all them up and I truly lost, I could take that.
Yeah.
I work hard, I could take that. But if y'all just doing this for people, that sometimes messes with people's other cat spirit. Not mine, I was all right about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I figured out through all the other things. But you had cats come in with fuck OEA shirts next year and doing all this because they don't know the background of what's really going on.
Yeah.
And that can hurt some cats. But I seen it, I figured it out. My hurt is different. I attack with it. Like, and I wanna show proof. But you know, everybody wanna save face. It is what it is, but
Yeah,
it just
I
is
get
what it
it.
is.
And I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on it. I have respect for what they're trying to do or what they are doing. I mean, I think it's a good thing. You know, it's something that Ohio needs.
Definitely. Not to cut you off. I got respect for it and everything. Now you got me drinking
I
18. I got respect.
Yeah.
But you can't say Ohio when there's nobody from Columbus. There's nobody from Dayton. I know a couple hard cats from Cincinnati. I know a couple hard cats from a lot of different places, other than Cleveland, Youngstown, and Warren, and maybe that's not Ohio. You can't call that Ohio. You gotta call that
Cleveland.
You gotta, and it's ran by Cleveland. So now I'm gonna take you a little step further, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Cleveland runs it. You know what I'm saying? So it's ran by Cleveland cats. So majority of them is gonna.
And I feel like it was definitely weighted early on. I mean, like, was it last year or the year before? Mm-hmm. Youngstown took a decent amount of awards home, which was nice, you know. But I definitely, you know, it's definitely heavily weighted in Cleveland. And
do something. Go somewhere. Go to the Capitol. Why ain't nobody from the Capitol even here?
Right.
Let's go.
That's what we really need. Like
and let
central
everybody,
location,
big one,
everybody from
neutral
all around.
location.
You know, that would be.
And then you would see what's really going on.
Right. Yeah.
Not just on fan favorites and who you like.
Yeah, I mean, I respect what they're doing. I think that's just the complaint from a lot of people is that it's just too like centralized on Cleveland, but calling it Ohio. Yeah. And it's not really showcasing all of Ohio.
Yes, sir. Definitely. And I ain't even talking about just me. Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah. No, I mean, you definitely deserve it. You've been out here working for quite a while and been doing your thing heavily. So,
2014, definitely.
Coming hard for sure. So we'll move on from that.
Okay.
So recently you had a little bit of drama or, you know, things were a little crazy on Facebook on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You know, tell me about that.
This actually, man, this actually goes from previous. This goes full. Like I said, it's always some old stuff that gets brought back up. This is a 4 times Valentine's Day ago thing, And you know, some girl that I used to deal with, I ain't gonna say her name, she posted a comment on, you know, on a picture of me and my son's mother, you know what I'm saying? She posted a comment on there, but this was 4 years ago, right? So on this Valentine's Day, somebody decided to repost it with the, you know what I'm saying, with the same thing on it. They posted it just like that. So, I mean, I didn't take no, I only went thing on it because, and from there, it was just all hee ha ha's, whatever. But what really broke the camel's back, like they say, is I was dealing with another girl. It's just like the same thing. The other girl got mad like from 4 years ago before. I was dealing with another female, and she got mad because I took, instead of on Valentine's Day, instead of taking her out, see what the females would do, I didn't take her. I took my son's mother out because she needed a night out. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all who don't know me, my son, he's autistic. So sometimes they need that time. I took her out, and that was what it was. She got, and I ain't even dealing with the girl. The girl got mad, and then she posted pictures of her, and she posted pictures of them beside each other. And that's where it all came from. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like 4 years ago when the other girl was mad.
I see it going crazy. I was like, oh man,
it was just like 4 years ago when the other girl was mad. You know what I'm saying? And she was in her feelings about it.
It sounds like the moral of this story is you be making girls mad. A lot of them.
Okay. Back then probably I was playing with it back then, but this time it wasn't intentional at all. We wasn't.
Yeah,
this
was some
wasn't
old
a
stuff
girl
that
I
got brought
wasn't
up.
with together. You know, I mean, we wasn't even together. This was a girl I wasn't even with.
Yeah.
So this one wasn't intentional. This one was really just, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna. It ain't even none of your business what I'm doing. But back then it was more me. I was playing a lot, and she posted what she posted. You know what I'm saying? Well.
Got some attention.
Yeah, shout out Deja doll. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was the one who did it. I'm gonna give her a shout.
Definitely got some attention.
But me and her still cool, so I can say her name. She good.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we into the next bar. You'll pick your gold bar. See what the question gonna be.
I'm scared I ain't going over there. I don't go that over. Nope,
Choose wisely.
Gotcha. Let me see. What is the worst you've ever been betrayed? What is the worst you've ever been betrayed? Was you sipping when you wrote these? What you mean? What is the worst you've ever been? Oh, like what?
Worst you ever been betrayed? Someone that did you wrong. You don't have to go into names and
this is crazy.
Too detailed.
Okay,
but,
now I got you.
Know, what's
okay.
Something like that really fucked you up that
I'm gonna leave that
you
right
felt
there.
That betrayal.
That's a good bar right there. I ain't gonna lie, that was a good bar right there. That was a good bar.
It's relatable. You know
it's definitely relatable.
Everybody got one.
Just one of somebody I buried my brother with, and after that we were supposed to have a real tight bond. You know, it became a real knit relationship. We came on the same cause. We was on the same thing. You know. Still to this day, if you call me, still could call me. I still, if you need me. But sometimes I'm a tourist.
That was just a bar in a song, was it?
Yeah, that was just a bar in a song too.
That's crazy because I was like, that was literally just a bar in a song. We recorded like 2 days ago.
No, but for real.
It's a good question.
That's why I said that's great that I picked that. That's amazing that I picked that. That's God given. That's good. Yeah. That's good. This for God. God wanted me to answer this. They want to hear this. But like I said, I'm aligned with the stars, man. I'm a tourist. Like one thing about tourists is we real loyal. So if I feel like I came out with you, if we had one thing, say me and you had a set mind and goal when we come out. You do one thing, I do another thing, but they both align in the same type of organization. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more, you pouring more into me than I'm pouring into you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning every time when people, when I ain't around, when I ain't around you, people may say some things, but I'm gonna I done been in prison, I done been in crazy places, and I done stuck behind your name.
Yeah,
But
you defending them, but they ain't defending you.
it ain't the same type of way, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty, on plenty I can go on, but after a minute you gotta say, like, instead of us just falling completely out, I gotta separate myself because the loyalty ain't there.
Right.
And it just ain't.
Yeah.
Some people just get lost in it. So
it's hard when you loyal to someone and you.
Yeah, and everybody got their own. Everybody got their own side.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own truth, but mine is definitely that and what it is. I've always been super duper loyal to the cause of everything that's going on. I've always put in a lot more. I've always put into you what you put into me.
Right.
But in this case, it'll be different. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I hate that. I hate when it's cats who, you know, we living in times where everybody want to have friends now. So it's nothing for someone to say they not, you know, I'm not gonna, and it's dangerous. It's not for somebody to say I'm not gonna mess with this guy or that guy, cause yada yada. You don't mess with him. I believe if we friends, and if I don't care if I was just cool with somebody yesterday. We were just talking. If you call me today and say, hey bro, he did such and such wrong to me, I'm not dealing with him no more. I'm not dealing with him no more neither. Yeah. That's the loyalty I got. Right. I don't care if we just talked yesterday. But you can't take your loyalty and make it nobody else's. Yeah. I'm gonna take a drink to that.
Yeah. Very true.
What? That's what I got for that. It's a lot, but I've been. That was
good answer. Yeah,
there's a lot to that.
Yeah, that could be a tough one to answer.
I could go to females. I could go to that's definitely a tough one to answer. Yeah, but I liked that bar. That one was supposed to be got.
Good. All right, so back to your music. What's the plan for this year? What's your goals for your music this year?
More travel, more aligning with you, my man's AT, because you coming with more things, more just keep on working. I'm trying to stay consistent, and just trying to get a wider range of things I can get my music out on. The right ear to hear. I just need the right ear to hear. You know, the right ear to hear. That's all. The album is out. The album out. Go get it right now. #1 Outlaw.
And it's fire. Definitely go check that out.
Thank you. Yeah,
so, travel-wise, you said that's kind of #1 goal. Is there like anywhere specific that you want to reach? Like what market you trying to reach? Where you trying to go?
Where all the music scenes busting at? Pretty much. Atlanta, Houston, you know. Yeah. Just
I be seeing you be doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I be getting
around. You ain't doing no traveling.
My flight miles in Miami,
I
ain't saying that, but
every couple weekends.
We gotta go to business. I'm talking about business. I done did videos, I done did a lot. I done did business out of town with that.
A couple things.
But I ain't gonna say myself like that. But I'm just saying like really pushing it this year to the max. Like not just. I go out there and handle business, but still party off and do, you know. I wanna really push it to the max, like I know I could and I know I should have been doing. Could have been did it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take a trip out to LA for real.
Yeah, I went to LA. Listen, I went to LA and I went to LA. Maybe I was at the wrong spot, but I hated the trip I had to LA. Oh
really?
My God, I hated it. I couldn't wait to get home. But shout out to LA.
What was it like? Most people, it's the traffic. They're like, I just can't deal with the traffic. But like, I love LA personally. Like,
we were just in the wrong neighborhood doing business. We trying to do something different, and we ain't even belong there. We don't belong here if we.
Yeah, you gotta know where you're going in LA for sure.
We don't need to be going to see Nipsey Hussle when we here doing business.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. Definitely gotta like know where you at, where you going, and who you with in LA for sure. I feel that.
For sure, that's all that was.
I love LA though, for real.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I gotta get back out there. I gotta get back out there. Yeah. I only been in LA probably about 3 times. I ain't had no real, and they ain't been long. ain't been no real experiences. So I gotta.
Yeah, you gotta go out there like on business just to do the music and stuff, and it's just like there's so many people that are doing the same thing. That is just like the networking thing. Everywhere you go, there's someone like literally every gas station and grocery store you go to. There's somebody that's like doing something. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
why I said I gotta be in the right spots.
Yeah,
I gotta be in the right spots where you be at, where you be bumping.
That's why I elaborate on the travel. Like, you know, there's in the bigger cities, it's different. You know what I mean? Like,
real,
especially
man.
when you really going like on
I was in
business
the
trying to,
desert.
you know.
I was in the desert and couldn't believe how far. When I went to Listen, I said, man, you can die up here and won't nobody find you. It was somewhere. I didn't know where I was at. We was somewhere off the grid. I couldn't.
That's what I like about Cali, though. You can go to the desert, you can go to the mountains, you can go to the beach, like all within a couple hours.
Man,
like
it was huge.
It
was huge. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was definitely huge.
For sure. We gonna have to. We need to take a trip out there and shoot the next music video.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I gotta go and shoot. Yeah, definitely, cause you know where to go.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Oh yeah, I got some spots for you for sure.
Okay, for sure.
All right,
Do
so
that.
I know you just dropped the album. Make sure you go check that out.
Yeah, Number One Outlaw, the album. Number One Outlaw just dropped it. You produced it, of course. You know, he was a big producer. I love him. This was just right here. I just called this album just I'm trying to. I ain't gonna say I'm trying. It's just the aggression getting back in me. You know.
Yeah,
You know.
I ain't gonna lie. You've been going.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to the gym. You know, I was
consistently.
You know, I had to go through them. I had to go through my little phase when I lost my mother. So you know what I'm saying. I had to bounce back from that. But I was trying to. It's popping back now. I've been in the gym more.
I've seen the progression for sure. Like, we coming in with like a couple bars. Like, I'm just gonna lay this down real quick, and it's like, no, I'm gonna lay down the chorus. I'll lay down the second verse. It turns into a whole song real quick, and on to the next. Like, and it's all fire. Like on the spot. Like, I'm like, all right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So no, I definitely appreciate the work you've been putting in. Like, it's fire.
And I appreciate you guys, y'all. Man, I'll be trying to tell them, like, people really don't know how much, like, you gotta do, especially if you by yourself. If you're doing something single, if you by yourself, you're single trying to do something like by yourself. It's a lot that comes behind it. They don't know really behind the scenes to get, especially if you want it to look how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
And sound
it takes
how
a
it's
team.
supposed to
Like, the more and more, I've been doing this, like, over 15 years now, and more and more I realize why there's such big team of people doing all these things, because it's hard to do everything yourself. There's so many facets of the music industry and the things that you need to do properly to do it right and get your music out there.
It's
hard to do it yourself.
Man.
But, you know,
you gotta keep rolling.
You're doing good, man. You stay consistent. You've been putting out music, putting out videos. Like, you're on the right path. You definitely got the music.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay consistent.
Big things coming soon, for sure. So
definitely, I appreciate that.
What is your favorite song off the new album?
Let me see. I would have to say. It's a lot.
It's a lot of good songs. That's why I'm curious what your favorite song is.
That's hard.
Yeah.
It's out of Safe to Do on the hard side. I like Blessings on the softer side. I like and of course I like that Lost Route for my brother. I like that, but oh man, that was a tough one right there. That might have been the hardest one. I don't know. I think every song I do, I try to make better than the next, but some stuff just come out. You know how I be with even the videos. I be like, oh, I gotta do this video. Yeah. I'm so indecisive sometimes, but I would have to
This
really
is very
say,
true.
we
be going to shoot a music video. He changed the song up like 4 times.
I'm indecisive. I know you be getting tired of me. I get in touch with Mama 86.
We gotta change it. It's gotta be this song. Like,
all right.
New plan. Day before. It's all good though, man. I appreciate it, and you know, I get it. You know, the music's fire. It's hard to choose sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be hard to choose. But I would say Safe to Do. Safe to Do. Check out Safe to Do. Safe to Do is dope, man. Check out that and Blessings on the Smooth Day. Them is dope. You know, if you want to bob your head, you're looking for a head bobber.
Yeah,
That's
they all good
nice
songs to ride.
I like it
sure.
to ride too. It roll.
All right, we got one more bar.
Okay.
Take your pick. Read it off. What's it gonna be?
Oh, you want me to get one of these first ones?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take this one. What is the last gift you gave someone, and why did you choose it? All right, the last gift. Okay. The last gift I gave somebody was, I gave somebody what? I gave somebody like $5,000 to get some wigs.
Damn!
What?
You are generous as fuck.
This ain't just somebody though. I mean, it ain't just somebody.
Obviously, you ain't giving no random person $5,000.
But it's for you to make money.
Yeah.
You
He
know,
said,
I'm
I
gonna take a
don't
shot
need a
with
drink
this
after that. I shouldn't have
because
admitted
I mean,
that.
if it's for a good
No.
reason, though, you know,
Yeah.
if I feel like if you my family, you especially if you got a child of mine or something and you doing that, I can stand behind you on anything on that. You know, I can stand behind that if it's gonna come back.
Right.
But if some girls know how to save their money. Now, if you're a girl that don't, if you're irresponsible, I would see.
Right.
You gotta
That's
know
the thing.
things.
Exactly.
I know she know what she could do. What she do.
You gonna do something right with the money.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have did it.
If you got the money, I'm the same way. It's like if you got the money and somebody needs it for something that's actually important, it's like I'd rather invest in somebody than just have it sitting there ain't doing nothing with. Like I'm the same way, you know. Family's important, and you know you do what you gotta do to help the people around you succeed. So I really fuck with that.
It's definitely a blessing. It just be a blessing because when I do stuff like that, it come back to me anyway.
Yeah,
like you know, God bring it back.
It ain't about
to me
nothing but helping, you know, the people around you, and you know, just that good energy comes back.
That's what it is, because when you got that bad energy, it knock your whole week off. But that's why we talking about Facebook and everything now. I missed church for 2 weeks and it was off dribs.
Yeah, I know you had a lot of ups and downs, and you know, but you on a good path. Like
yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you coming today and interviewing with me.
Oh, I appreciate being here. I appreciate you having me.
You got anything you want to plug?
Just go get that album, you know, #1 Outlaw.
Well worth the listen.
Well worth a listen. I appreciate you having me here. I appreciate God for having me here. Definitely keeping me safe. RIP to my mother, RIP to my brother. That's all I got to say.
Make sure you check out them videos, because they all
and check out the videos, check out the new drop, what is it called, B.A.R.S? That's what you're going to?
B.A.R.S, yep.
And it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But come with B.A.R.S.
First one right
B.A.R.S.
here.
I was the
Many
first
more
one
to come.
Come with B.A.R.S. I want y'all to do it. It looks so good. It looks so great.
I appreciate
It's a great layout. It definitely is. Just like this. Come have a chat with him and talk to him. I appreciate you having me, man. I definitely do. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
That's B.A.R.S. We out.